Inside Edition made the switch.
WNYW made the switch.
Wall Street Journal made the switch.
The Switch, a customer-controlled routing service for audio and video communications in the New York metropolitan area. The Switch, a centralized video center for exchanging video and audio signals. The Switch, cost-effective, easy, and convenient. The Switch, a joint venture of IDB Communications and Beers Enterprises, located at 60 Hudson Street, Manhattan.
When IDB first started looking at the switch concept about a year and a half ago, it was logical for us to contact Scott Beers of Beers Associates, who had previously supplied IDB with 2 large routing systems at our Staten Island teleport facility. When we first approached Scott, he liked the concept. He was willing to sell us the hardware, but also approached us as possibility of being a partnership. We thought it was a great match, him being the hardware expert and IDB being the transmission experts.
When we designed the switch, we tried to concentrate on 3 important factors that the customers had requested. One was that nobody could interrupt a feed from one customer to another. This was accomplished with a lock function on a control panel. Second, that no other client could monitor what other clients were doing by looking at a control panel. This appears with asterisks on the control panel. And third, that there's no single point failure. We accomplished this with fully redundant equipment.
The heart of the switch is a BTS TVS TAS 3000 multi-stage routing switcher that can simultaneously switch up to 400 discrete inputs and outputs. It can pass any HDTV, encrypted, PAL, CCAM, or NTSC video signal. At the subscriber site, a BTS CP3000 remote control panel allows the customer to direct his own inputs and outputs via a full-time modem connection to the central hub. Subscribers to The Switch control their own transmission signals from their own offices, into and out of The Switch. Customers can access The Switch via Teleport Communications, New York Telephone, Metropolitan Fiber Services, or customer-provided microwave or cable. As the number of sites connected to the switch increases, video and audio signals can be exchanged among an ever-widening network of subscribers. Controlling the switch is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, once the customers agree on the need to exchange signals, the receiver unlocks the output port. Next, the sender then directs the signal to the receiver's output port. And last, the receiver confirms that the connection is established and locks the output port, preventing unwanted signals from interrupting the feed. And the switch is on. The Switch, a dedicated staff of highly trained engineers in a centralized New York facility with uninterruptible power systems, including generator and battery backup.
The switch is manned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by a qualified video technician. His primary purpose here is to provide troubleshooting of the routing system and any of the incoming and outgoing lines to the router. In addition to that, he's here to provide customer support or to give any sort of assistance to the customers as they need it.
The Switch, a single monthly fee, provides customer control of unlimited video and audio switching among subscribers.
The attraction of the switch was basically economics. We were dealing with AT&T's NR in New York City, basically a rather expensive way to go, especially as we made many changes during the day, and each change was a significant amount of money. With the switch, we have the ability to make our own changes at no additional cost, and allows us much greater flexibility.
The Switch, convenient, economical, customer control.
Also, from an engineer's standpoint of view, I find the switch extremely useful in troubleshooting if we have problems with telco lines or et cetera, because I have the ability to loop my transmit lines back to myself to see if I have problems. With that way, I can both check the quality of my transmit lines and the quality of my receive lines, thus make it a lot easier to aid the telephone company in troubleshooting the lines.
The Switch, no more middleman, no more confusing paperwork. No additional charge per switch.
We transmit Inside Edition daily without a problem. We take in feeds constantly from 8:30 in the morning till 6 o'clock at night. And we transmit things locally to our affiliate here in New York, which is CBS. They can transmit this through the switch directly. So we don't have to deal with a downlink, we don't have to deal with NR, nobody. All they have to do is call me, tell me what port they're on, they can open their port and we can feed whatever that we need to feed, or they can feed whatever they need to feed.
Unitel, King World, and Inside Edition made the switch.
Isn't it time you made the switch?